working with about a dozen authors to get them onto YouTube, I realized that most authors are not struggling because their writing is bad. They are struggling because they are literally invisible. So they fall into this bad pattern. They spend 100% of their time on writing and 0% of their time on the actual marketing. So they kind of treat the marketing of their book as an afterthought, believing that the book is so good it's going to simply sell itself. But here's like a hard truth. So a book is a physical product. Even at the $15 or $20 price point, you are asking a stranger for their time. You are asking them to spend 48 hours with your brain. And to get that commitment, you have to have some sort of traffic, and you have to have people be somewhat interested in what you're saying. So right now, Amazon publishes about 90% of the books that's being published per year, and they also publish about 4 million books per year. So if you think about that, and you just kind of put your book out there to this sea of, other awesome books, then it's going to be really easy for your book to sort of get lost in that sea. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you a 90-day plan to launch your book. So we're going to call this part 1, days like the first day till about the 30th. Okay, so your first thing you're going to do is clarify who you're helping. So this can look like, I help whoever the person is that you help go from this to XYZ to XYZ. So the way this looks for me is I help business owners go from frustrated and unorganized with their content to having a strategy to get on YouTube. It's not exactly that, but it's something like that. That's just an example. And then the next thing that you're going to do is make sure you fix your bio. So most authors' bios are like very vague. So you're going to want to spruce that up a little bit, and you're going to want to explain why people want to listen to you. So like, what is your experience? What makes you qualified to write this book? And then what you're going to want to do with that is you're going to film an introductory video. So about 2 to 4 minutes long. And this is going to be the first video that you post on your YouTube channel. Now, if you weren't an author, what I would tell you to do is create sort of like a welcome to my YouTube channel video. And usually what these videos do is they introduce people to you and, what you're going to be talking about on your YouTube channel. But since you're an author, what you're going to do is for the whole minute or two, you're going to just be talking about, okay, what is your experiences, what your book is about. And then this is also within that first 30 days. Last thing you're going to do is select the top 3 content pillars from your book and plan out a series of 4 to 5 videos for each sort of like content pillar. And what you're going to want to do is make sure in your series that all of the videos connect and that one leads you sort of like to the other. And so the next part, second part, days after the 30-day mark. And a lot of YouTube is literally, it's just like having a system in place. So you're going to begin posting your series with each video, making sure to add a link to a waitlist to get your book. And I'm going to talk about sort of like the waitlist in the next video that I'm putting out. But you're just going to post your series one video at a time now. Your cadence and how often you post completely, it's all up to you. So you can do it once a week. A lot of my authors, they like to post like at least twice a week. Yeah, these they're usually like really good at generating ideas, probably because they wrote a whole book on the topic. So they can come up with ideas really fast. So they be on it. They be posting like twice a week. So posting your series. And then what you're also going to do is I want you to pick one other platform. So sometimes on YouTube, when you post those first initial videos, YouTube is still trying to figure out like who you're trying to sort of like talk to, and it's, you know, doing its algorithm thing. So what I want you to do is while you're posting it, pick one of your most other popular platforms. Now, if you haven't been posting prior to this, then you can ignore this step and you don't have to do it. But if you do have a big following on other platforms, so like a lot of my author clients, they have, you know, an okay following on like LinkedIn. So what they'll do is they'll repurpose their YouTube videos. What this looks like is they'll either create like YouTube shorts, or they'll take like points from those YouTube videos and they'll sort of like repost it. Now I have probably over 10 videos on my channel that shows you sort of like how to repurpose things from like turning them into shorts, turning them into, you know, other posts. If you're interested, comment down below and I will send you the link to those videos, or I'll just, you know, comment back with the link. But yeah, what you want to do is have your secondary platform and repurpose to your secondary platform and telling them to go to your YouTube video. And you basically repeat this until your book comes out. Now, again, don't forget to add a link to the waitlist to get your book. And so by the time your book comes out, you would have started to build a waitlist of people who are interested. And then, you know, once you launch, you can send an email to your list. And you can send the email to your list telling them that the book is out, explaining what the book does, who it's for. And also note, you only need about 50 to 300 books a day to hit the Amazon best sellers list. So yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, have your content pillars and then post your series leading up to your book launch. So yeah, when you combine writing a book with YouTube, they go hand in hand. They go really well together. And I hope this video was helpful. So thank you for watching. And in the next video, I am going to be talking about the 7 different ways that you can actually monetize your book. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.